Welcome to this first video and lecture about Android course by Saleh Abdulaziz Al-Anizi, sponsored by KFU CCSIT. Okay, introduction to Kotlin and Android development. Here is the map or the current plan, which can be updated by the way. First of all, we have introduction and installation, which is what we are going to cover today. The course and the author, steps to install. Then we have Kotlin week. Then we have Android Studio. We're going to learn how to navigate the Android Studio and how to make the best environment, how to make the best out of our environment. Then we're going to learn the basics of designing layouts, making an application. Then we're going to wrap up and where to go next. I'm going to have a lot of guides and tips to where to go from there. The author. This is me. I'm Saleh Abdulaziz Al-Anizi. I'm a senior Android software engineer and also a full stack developer certified. I'm specialized in mobile development, also experienced in IoT, which is Internet of Things, and microcontrollers. I have worked with Android for 7 years and professionally for more than 4. And here is a link to my public projects and repositories, which include Android projects, web projects, and maybe soon I'll just add my IoT projects. Okay, today this is our topic. What are we going to use? We're going to use the Kotlin programming language. To use the Kotlin programming language, we're going to need an environment to learn more about it and work with it. I suggest, which is the easier and most helpful way, since we're installing Android Studio anyways, to use their official site, which is play.kotlinlang.org. This site, which we are going to click now right now, should be more than enough to handle our learning exercises. And to be honest, it's not worth it since we're installing Android Studio anyways, and this is just for practice purposes. It's not worth it to install an IDE or Kotlin specialized tools because Android Studio will do that for us. And one thing to keep in mind before installing Android Studio is the system requirements. For Android Studio, you have to have at least 8 GB of RAM or 16, which is preferred, or more. Any i5 or Ryzen 5 equivalent or above processors should do you the job, but RAM is the most hurdle you'll face while dealing with Android Studio. Most modern processors can handle anything. In the next step, we're gonna install and configure Android Studio. This is straightforward. For Windows, you just search for Android Studio, and you see this SDK and download Android Studio. Then you download it and click next. You can find helpful tips here, and I also left some videos for Windows and Mac to help you keep going with the installation. One of the first things you need is an Android phone to test projects with. If you don't have a physical device, you can just use the emulator. When you open Android Studio for the first time, you see this window after installation. You click on the 3 dots, you go to Android Virtual Device Manager or AVD Manager, and you can see I have emulators already set up. Let me just delete one and we'll make a new one. Okay, we go to the lower left corner and we see Create Virtual Device. We choose any resolution we want. This is just the default 1920 by 1080, and it's trying to simulate a Pixel 2. We can simulate Wear devices, tablets, TVs, or even automotives, which is cars. We're just gonna use the default phone. Click next. We're probably gonna need to download something, and it will appear as a blue button like this. Then just click next and finish, and you should be good to go. If you run this emulator device, you can use it as an Android phone for testing. Let's see how this is useful in a real project. Now we'll create a new project, call it just an empty activity, choose an empty activity, call it my test project, then click finish. We're gonna wait just for the Gradle to finish building in the lower right corner. And this will take a while if you're new to Android Studio. Okay, once the Gradle finishes building, we can test our project, and we can see the layout here, which is the default layout of an empty activity, which says hello world. And we can see a Kotlin file opens to us, which says main activity.kotlin. Let's try to run using the virtual device. We chose a Pixel 2 earlier, so let's build the project and see how it will give us this emulator. You might not get it this way, which is running on the right corner of your screen, which is also not recommended. My advice is just to pop it out using view mode float, which in my opinion is better, so you can see the attributes of what you're trying to code, not have this always appear on top. Windowed should be good as well. The first time the phone tries to run, it will take a while, so let's just wait for it. It ran the project here. Yeah. Okay, that was a quick introduction to the Android Studio environment and making a new virtual device. This isn't enough, and you probably will have problems, so I recommend you repeat the steps, watch the videos, and I'll see you in the next week with Kotlin week. If you have any problems, this is fine. We'll probably go through all the steps again when we are having our lecture about the Android Studio IDE and making a layout in the upcoming lectures. Thank you and good luck.